Sup peeps? Starting off cringe. So yeah. Yesterday's run was really good for me, so that was awesome. So it's time to have a break, help some people out. Oh, already done. Already done, man. I at least feel very determined now to continue no armor run. Nioh 1. Because I finally beat the hardest part, being Hino Anima. I don't know why I'm buffing here. There's no point. Hate when I can't get him. Easy. So the snake boss is at least One boss I'm not that worried about in no armor run. As long as I don't get grabbed, it should be alright. Wait, this is Wave the Nioh? Really? Bad timing. Ah, what? How? Oh my god, are you serious? Are you serious, man? I don't know. That was horrible. That should have been an invincibility frame dodge, but apparently wasn't. Yeah. I got a bit too cocky, I guess. That's how I like to play, because it gives me practice in invincibility frames. I need that for my 90% no armor run. So, that's good. This mission, Death to the Bandits, I'm pretty sure this is Death to the Bandits. It is, and it's Way of the Samurai. So, really? I get hit from the very first enemy? That's a bad sign. I don't know where he is. Oh, he's already all the way up. Give him the chest in here. Oh, we already have it. Good. Good for him. Let's see if he fights. How well he fights. Sorry, Gamma guy. Give him some leniency, I guess. I think I'm gonna wait a bit here. Just so he knows where the ending is. Alright, maybe he just wanna loot shit. Yeah, looks like it. Alright, he'll fit. Well, he has the mini map to find the way anyways, so I'm sure we managed, and you saw where I was. This is my kunai build. So if you want a lot of damage, there's several ways to go for much damage. It depends what build you want. You have a few good builds for damage. Kunai builds, living weapon builds is the most damaging. Doesn't have as much DPS as Shuriken and Kunai, or just pure Kunai. And you have Flowing Shadow build with sword using Hayabusa set. I'm using almost full Hayabusa set right now. Just one Iga piece for for the best mathematical damage for kunais. Not a lot of people know that. People still think Iga, the full Iga set, is best for kunai, and that's just wrong. So, if you have trouble making builds, I suggest maybe learning how the blacksmith works, because that's where most of your building is coming from, at least for me, making stuff from scratch. I would have made a lot more builds than just one if this game had what's it called, build loadouts like Nioh 2 had. I've made a lot of builds in Nioh 2. So for example, I use this one, well, not the gloves, I use boots, but it doesn't really matter. Though Hayabusa gloves is a bit better because of the star ability you get on it. So the reason for this first set bonus is so you can have basically infinite kunais by using living weapon and removing living weapon. So you get half or 52% of your ninjutsu items back by having one of those. And for Hayabusa, I forgot where it's located. It's been many years ago since I've 100% of the game, so this is the Hayabusa set bonus. Dragon Sword Truth gives 20% increase in overall damage, meaning that it helps in melee combat, it helps with kunais, it helps with ninjutsu, it helps everything. Maybe not Onmyo magic, maybe not. I haven't done testing on it, but I wouldn't be surprised if it doesn't boost Onmyo magic damage, since it is a ninjutsu based set anyways. So yeah, that's the best possible outcome you can have for a kunai build. That 20% set bonus is very important for many builds actually. For Flowing Shadow, you can just go full Hayabusa and you'll deal pretty good damage using kato, well, not living weapon, but using kato spirit as well. I'm not an expert on building in Nioh 1 compared to Nioh 2, just because it doesn't have build loadouts, so it's kind of tedious to make builds here. So I haven't done a lot of testing because of it. So if you want Hayabusa, for example, the set bonus, you're gonna need the third DLC, and he's in the final mission, the highest level mission in the whole game. So what level are you? Because, well, it doesn't really matter what level you are, I just want to know what your experience is with the game, because it kind of gives me an indication how much you played. But levels don't really matter in general for damage and whatnot in Nioh 1 compared to Nioh 2. Also, I use Storm Kunais for bigger enemies, and I also have the reason I use the Bat Spirit is because of damage from behind. I'm also in the damage from behind clan, so that's why I try to invincibility frame through enemies and attack them from behind. Depending on what difficulty, it doesn't really matter in Way of the Samurai because it's already too easy. But for DPS purposes, Storm Kunai is best. But pure damage, Kunai deals more damage. I can deal up to 110k per kunai if all the conditions are met with weakness talisman, damage from behind. But it's very rare, so it's not something I rely upon. It's more something. Once you've used the build for as many hours as I have, you'll learn when you should use Storm Kunais and when you should use Kunais, because some enemies don't require good DPS to kill them instantly. So, yeah. Wait, was that? Oh, good. This is what? Level 280 mission? I thought this might have been with the Nioh for some reason. Ah, okay. That's cool. Level 90? Yeah, so you're pretty close to the end then. Um, normally, you should be around 100 to... Well, yeah, around 100 when you're done. Because the final co-op mission is 135. So a bit above 100 would be good place to end. And the final mission, of course, being solo only. So no relying on co-op there. Does he have a Kodama? Yes, he do. Good boy, getting Kodamas. Also, there's a few tricks in this game that I would suggest you practice. For example, block dodging is very helpful. By holding block and dodging while still holding block, because the way it works when you get hit, it's a bit tricky to demonstrate because it doesn't always go my way, but it's gonna save you a lot by whenever you dodge an attack in low stance specifically, always hold block, because it's more than it's very often gonna make you block while you're dodging at the exact frame that it's happening. So it's a very good trick to master. It's something that made it very easy for me to complete Nioh 2, I mean, without dying much. Like half of the bosses I didn't even die to in Nioh 2. There's also, with kunai specifically, if you want to go for a kunai build, I wouldn't recommend doing that before New Game Plus. Because once you get to New Game Plus, you get green equipment. So that green equipment can carry you very far. Actually, if you build it right, you can get to the end just with that build. So, but it does require practice because you'll be very squishy. The squishiest build in the game. Level 12. Wait. Does he have Kodama? They don't have Kodama. Get back here, man. What are you doing, man? Back here, man. Yes, I know how. I wouldn't really recommend it if you want to get good at the game, if you want to learn mechanics and stuff, because the build pretty much makes you invincible. You can't die anymore when you build it correctly. But there's plenty of builds out there if you want to look it up. It's up to you, of course. But I don't know. I've never liked the build just because it removes the whole all the mechanics that you could possibly learn if you really want to get good at the game. For invincibility frame dodging, you will never learn that because you don't have to. So as far as I've observed, there are more than one possible way to build a living weapon build, but there's only one that I would recommend, and that's being Grace of Susano, Kato Spirit build, because a lot of people use it wrong. They use the Phoenix, forgot the name right now, the Phoenix that revives you when you die. I would not recommend using that or getting used to using it, because it rewards you for being bad, and that's just no good. And it doesn't deal as much damage, so I would recommend if you're going for a living weapon build, you would go the most damage you could possibly get, and that being great. You can just search up Grace of Susano living weapon build, and I'm pretty sure you'll find something good. Well, you will not be able to get Graces until you're at the very last difficulty. Or was it? It might be Way of the Wise, I don't remember. It's been too long since I did Abyss. I have over 1,600 hours playtime in Nioh 1, so there's a lot of things I have forgotten, unfortunately. And also, you will not be able to make a good living weapon build that early. So I would anyway advise going for a kunai build for starters, and then maybe changing later. Just because it's a bit more accessible, and living weapon build won't shine until very last difficulty. That's where you can wreck everything easily. So I'm going for an all Kodama run here because he's a new player. I always like helping people with Kodamas. And I remember most Kodamas in this game. I remember 100% of all the Kodamas in Nioh 2. But not as much in this game because it's been years since I got them. But it's kind of, yeah, it's, when you've gotten them once, you kind of remember everything. Mostly. I don't know why he shoots his eyes, but alright. Oh no. Oh, he found the way. That's good. Oh, what am I doing? Oh wow. Oh wow. Oh wow. I don't know when that last happened, but that's many hours ago, if anything, because that never happens. Man, I should have gotten full damage now. I should have just rolled some full damage, anti-full damage stats, I guess, to prevent some noob shit like that happening. Shit. That feels bad. Alright. It happens to the best of the best sometimes. I would actually recommend playing Nioh 2 before playing Nioh 1, because Nioh 2 is easier. But I don't know. Maybe not. Maybe I'm not 100% sure if I would recommend. I think maybe I would recommend Nioh 1 first, because Nioh 1 is harder and it doesn't have any countering, so you would definitely have an easier time when you've beaten Nioh 1 when you play Nioh 2, because Nioh 2 is easier. It gives you more options in combat because of the counter thing you have. Um, but yeah, other than that, I don't know. Uh, I would recommend going. I mean, I don't feel Nioh is designed to be just played till the end and then switch game. It is definitely designed to play through the whole thing, with including DLCs on all difficulties, and making a good solid build that can carry you very far, or at least through 100% maybe. Wait, we're getting a... Oh, really? Oh, okay. So yeah. But the story, if you're interested in story, Nioh 2's story is before the happenings of Nioh 1, but it also interconnects. Like, it goes beyond Nioh 1 story as well, at least through DLCs. Oh, no, wait, not through DLCs, but through the ending, I mean, I think. I'm not sure if I remember correctly, but the DLCs go way back, back to very feudal Japan compared to anything you've seen in Nioh 1. But I think Nioh 2 have much better story in general. Just the cutscenes are much better. Everything is much better. The graphics look better. But I still like Nioh 1 a bit more, just because of the maneuverability you have in Nioh 1 compared. Because Nioh 2 is a bit slower, slow paced. They've made your character a bit more heavy in Nioh 2, which I find kind of annoying. It doesn't affect me gameplay wise, but it affects me wanting to keep playing after I've done everything, because there's just nothing more I can improve my skill on. I can get better in that game compared to here. Here I got the movements, I got so many other things I can still figure out and get better on. Invincibility frames being something. They completely fucked up the invincibility frames in Nioh 2, which is very disappointing in my opinion. It does work, but it works differently. I do not like how invincibility frames work in Nioh 2 personally. But yeah, overall Nioh 2 is much easier. Not only if you know how to make builds, Nioh 2 is super easy, because you can make really powerful builds very early on compared to Nioh 1. I was also the first person to make kunai build for Nioh 2, but sadly somehow beat me to it to make a guide for kunai builds. I did get the game one day early, so at least I beat the game before a lot of people. Wait, that was it. That was the mission. I forgot for a second that this was the disappearing Ranai mission. So we're just gonna find a mimic chest, and that's the whole mission. Very RNG heavy mission because there's 3 chests you can appear in. So yeah. And we was lucky getting first chest Ranai. So amazing. I have made one build guide before, and that was for Kunai in Nioh 1. Other than that, I've only showcased my builds of Nioh 2 on my channel. Showcased how powerful things can get when nobody knew how powerful things could get. Specifically Split Staff. When the last DLC came out, before it got nerfed, because it did get nerfed. So I'm assuming somebody saw the video and didn't like the damage I was outputting, but you know, it's understandable. I'm a person who likes nerfs. I think a game should be balanced, and that build was super broken, so thankfully it was the final build to be nerfed, so it didn't affect me much. You can still be very OP in Nioh 2, just not as... It doesn't feel as great in Nioh 2 as it does in Nioh 1, in my opinion. I hate when this happens. Now I just gotta wait for them to go down and get back up. Really? They're taking this long? Wow, what's happening? Seriously? This has never happened before. That's incredible. There we go. Finally. Wow, that was, okay. I don't know what happened. Wow. Yeah, you're definitely gonna have fun with kunai build. Definitely. I've tried helping a lot of people making a kunai build, but many people give up halfway. It's very frustrating to me because it takes a while to explain how everything works, and then they just don't want to understand and just end up not playing much more. That's a shame. So here is the Hayabusa mission, met the Master Ninja. This is the highest level mission in the game. This is also on the final difficulty called Way of the Nioh, if you have the 3 DLCs. So you have Way of the Samurai being the new game where you are at. And the next one is Way of the Strong. Next one is Demon, Wise, and Nioh. So you have 5 difficulties in total to go through. Once you get the Way of the Wise, you'll orange equipment starts dropping. So you go from purple to green to orange. If you haven't seen Hayabusa yet, I can do a quick showcase how Hayabusa works. And I personally would really recommend using kunai builds on him. But yes, he is not good on this difficulty. And yeah, requires a lot of... Oh, really? I messed up. Wow, okay. So this is the last difficulty, and you're bound to get insta-killed. So that was a block dodge by the kunais he threw. Not really now. Couldn't invincibility frame him. There we go. Juggle him in the air with kunais. Doing super risky stuff now. So you also can get, like you see now, I damage through his guard, but it's only a small percent damage that goes through his guard. There we go, awesome. So there you have orange equipment dropping. I would say it's easily one of the hardest fights in the game. So orange equipment have a much lower drop rate than green, of course. But yes. So yeah, get quick change scroll as you saw I used in there. Quick change scroll gonna help you a lot. Quick change scroll gives you an extra chance when you die, but you get lower HP when you revive, but you'll still have oftentimes time to heal up again and maybe even use another quick change. So you get more chances of dying. Very helpful. And also the way I play with kunais, no one is playing like this. It requires a lot of time with the game to effectively use weapons to dodge, which is what I use. I also use it for movement while using kunais. Nobody uses it like that. Also, you can also throw through walls with kunais, which I don't think I've never seen anyone know about that or be able to utilize it in combat. But I've found some places you can actually use throwing through walls, and it's actually I use it mostly for tricks, just for fun, but it's definitely helpful at certain areas. It's very few places it actually is viable, but it's fun. I would never change this build for anything, just because how many different elements of depths there is to this build. So some people have called my build weak because it doesn't have as much damage as Living Weapon. But there's a reason why I chose this build. It's not because it has more damage, because it doesn't. But that's one of the reasons. I don't want to have infinite health, that takes away half the fun for me. So people don't seem to understand that. They seem to think that the more tanky or the more living weapon build they have, the more skill they have at the game. That's a common misconception that I always see. It's very sad. Oh, also, for debuffs, you can go for Weakness Talisman and Sloth Talisman. Weakness Talisman you can learn already from level 3. Very handy for... Very handy for... oh, come on. For doing increased damage to enemies. You reduce their defense. Always essential for any Nioh player. Oh shit, I already triggered her. So this is also a trick you can do. I could kill her outside of the fog wall if I wanted to. But that's more advanced things with Yokai Incense and... Oh, what the fuck am I doing? Alright. Yokai Incense I would never recommend using for a new player, because it aggroes all the enemies or yokais in your area towards you. But it has its uses for helping players, in my opinion. I've never seen anyone use it, but it's something I've adapted to using, and it can speed up things, or there's a lot of things you can do in co-op in this game that one can only find out by playing a lot. The worst missions, in my opinion, are these missions with just fighting. I really don't like these missions. It's pretty boring, just fighting, I guess. I like the more better. Way of dash or moving, yeah, I can show you some. Low stance dashing is always, you will never roll in low stance. Oh, this is way of the Nioh, shit. Probably should buff up. So that's why with kunais, your weapon is trash, so you can always have it in low stance. That's why in low stance you can just spam X and you'll move like this, easy. And then if you want to get into the more advanced techniques like animation canceling, or dodge canceling I mean, you have this, which gives you the most movement speed possible, but it's very tricky to pull off, consistently anyways. And yeah, I just messed up the whole thing. And it's not viable using it with sword. So that's why I changed weapon. But that's how dodge canceling looks like. You see I'm skipping. Well, it's easier to do it this way. You see that I'm dodging many times now. It's more tricky, and it's not required at all. I wouldn't recommend even bothering learning it. It's better in Nioh 2, I think. But yeah, I mainly use it for speedrun practice, but I found out yesterday it's not actually viable. So low stance dodging is just best for speed. So the difference between difference between low stance, dodging, and mid stance is mid stance have the same, but if you press one extra time too fast, you will roll instead, and you want to avoid rolling. Rolling is bad. Rolling is a no-no. So this is how it looks when you spam X in mid stance. Same with high stance, except everything is rolling. So that's why I always recommend attacking always, if you're using melee weapons, attack always in high stance, and then when you're dodging, change to low stance and spam X and hold dodge while you're doing it. I mean spam X and hold block while you're doing it to be extra safe for block dodging. So that's attacking like this. Switch to mid stance, block, dodge. Well, a bit busy in the mission here. I can show you after the mission is done. What I think something you should practice. So high stance, and then immediately, if you're just gonna go one hit, it depends what you want to do. I also would not really recommend using sword for combat personally. Only if you're using flowing shadow or maybe quick draw, but dodge canceling is too many button presses, so you have to hold block is my recommendation anyways. You hold block while you let's see how it was again. You have to dash and then you sheath the weapon. So the game thinks you're actually sheathing the weapon every time. That's why I'm getting these short dodges, and then you can do this. So the game thinks you sheaths the weapon because you have to hold block, dodge, sheath weapon, dodge, sheath weapon, dodge, sheath weapon. It's a bit many. You have, yeah. It requires practice for sure. I think Nioh 2 was the one game that I practiced it a bit in the dojo. And tried to find some uses for it, but it's very hard to implement into any fighting style. But also dodge canceling for combat is the best because you're gonna block dodge way more consistently with it. But it still requires too much ki, so I wouldn't really recommend using it. You have to learn in Onmyo Magic. You have to do dojo to get what's it called? Oh man, I forgot for a second. Hold on. Oh man, what's it called? The arts. Fuck. Let me check. Hold on. These arts. What's it called? Mystic art. Mystic art is what it's called. So there's 2 mystic arts for each weapon type in the game. So these for weapons you get through proficiency, while Onmyo here you get from dojo, as far as I remember, which is also proficiency, I guess, because you need a certain amount of proficiency to get it. But yes, there's 2 different ones. The one increases your duration of buffs. The other one gives you instant cast. So I definitely recommend instant cast. A lot of people use long buffs. I would not recommend it because if you fail during combat, and you die for some reason, you lose all your buffs. And if you have the slow casting ones, you're not going to be able to apply them again. So it's very risky. I would not recommend it. So definitely go for the instant buffs, because then you can just walk around like this while buffing back up. The only thing for kunai builds, you do not. You can get the same for ninjutsu items, for quick change scroll, for example. But I use the long buffs because, or well, not the long buffs. You can either choose getting instant ninjutsu buffs or more kunai damage. So I of course go for kunai damage. That's why I don't have instant for my ninjutsu buffs. But I only have one ninjutsu buff, so it doesn't really matter. Also, these debuffs aren't instantly cast, but they're faster cast with that instant cast Mystic Art. So, yes, definitely go for that Mystic Art. Can I make it before he gets here, please? Oh wait, there's no rolling boulder here. Great. So he's using Flowing Shadow. The ability he uses is Flowing Shadow. I've met this guy 3 times now. I want to meet some different people, man. I don't like just meeting the same guy over and over again, personally, but, you know. I want to meet some new players. Oh, I know what to do. I can just go into Yokai Realm. Oh, and that's also something, if you're having struggles and just want to co-op the game, you can also just go into Yokai Realm for an easier time. But I'm sure you already know that now. So in Yokai Realm, you can die a few times before the mission is over. So very handy for new players to learn stuff. Let's see. Let's go. I don't know why people are begging me like this. Don't do that, man. You're better than that, man. We got a senpai in here. Oh, what? Really? Wow. Horrible. Wasn't there a key? I thought there was supposed to be a key here. Maybe not. Ah, shit. Yeah, have a good day, man. Thank you for coming by and asking questions. I always like answering questions, so. It's the first key. Wait, that was the key, I think. Yes, thank you. Now one final key. It's right there. Great. No, that's not what I did. Thank you. Alright. Same guy? It's not the same guy. Good. So at least I can switch it up by going into Yokai Realm instead of random encounters when I want to meet new players, because it's always different player base who plays in Yokai Realm compared to random encounters, which is always nice. I do not play Yokai Realm in Nioh 2 because of the balance. It's very bad balance in Yokai Realm in Nioh 2. It's good that they did balance it though, because a lot of players was definitely boosting too fast through it, I guess. Carrying players way too easy. But they made it kind of like, they made it too bad balance. I don't even want to touch it now just because of it. All fights take way too long. Scaling you down too much. But Nioh 2 is definitely a much better balanced game overall, making more builds viable than in Nioh 1, which is great. Oh, what am I doing? That was horrible. Just Samurai? Oh yeah, of course, this is Yokai Realm. So... So the difference with Yokai Realm in this game, and also Nioh 2, is additional enemies. So patterns of enemies is way different. Just killing some additional enemies and some skipping like half of the mission this route. So the downside of Yokai Realm is that I can't see what Kodamas they have. I know where they are, but I'm not gonna attempt to go for it because more often than not they already have most of them. They might not have this though, so I'm gonna put one here. See if you have it. I probably have it. It's not paying attention anyways, so guess time for boss. see if I can get in my method. Yeah, I can definitely make my method now. There we go. Oh, so I don't... In random encounter, I actually get work back after killing him. So many new players in Yokai Realm, it seems. Oh, it's a senpai dude again. Really? No anime? Wait, there's an anime here? Oh, okay. I don't even know why I have Sans Animes on my helm anymore. I never use it. Never check the map. Except right now. Just to make sure. I don't know why I did that. No, 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 no. Oh, okay. It's Yokai Realm anyway, so if you had died, then it wouldn't be a problem. Thankfully. Oh wait, what? Oh, bad. Horrible. I don't know why I did that. There's only one enemy left. Oh, two enemies left. No, wait. Still gotta get down for the last one. I keep forgetting that. Gave him some practice in combat. That's good to do here in Yokai realm. Doesn't matter if he dies. Get rid of that one maybe. His little health. You can do that. No. No. It's alright. I got him. It's always better when they try and not be afraid to test stuff out, learning mechanics. So these are weak to fire. Always use fire on those. Dun, 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 dun. Wow, bad. What? What? Who's shooting? Wait, oh, he's up there. He's usually not there in normal random encounter. Only Yokai realm, apparently. Ah, this guy too. Not in random encounter. And there's one up here as well. No? Weird. An additional Oni, it seemed like. Wait, he's up there. Yeah! Ah, this is super easy. And it's done. That only works in Way of the Samurai. Dun, dun, dun. Oh, I went random encounter now. Old habit. Ninjutsu ninja, interesting. Hey, you're doing my gesture, dude. This guy right here. You wanna be a ninja? I'll show him ninja. Oh, I'm still doing random encounter by accident. Stupid habit. No, no, no. Oh my god. That was bad. Thankfully it's not fire pot. What is it doing? Can I hit him? Oh, I can hit him. Oh man. No, stop doing that. Come on, man. I don't have time for that shit. Alright, let's see him fight. Let's see him do some fighting. If he's so persistent on fighting revenants. Alright. Draining key, but using it completely wrong. He lost his opportunity. Got an ambush here. Three angry gods, so we got Kodamas here. First one. Yeah. I just now developed a new Kodama route in my head for this mission. Because I'm going on top of the roof here first. Dropping down to the third one after, and the fourth one hopefully being the final one, because I do not remember more. I might have kind of forgot to open the door, but that's okay. No, is he going for the Kodama? Don't, no, really, well, he's fucking up my whole route. Alright then, it's okay. So while he does that, I might as well get some early. Wow, he came back. So that's the power of Yokai Incense. And of course throwing through walls. For the final one behind the hidden wall. That's the only ones I know here in this mission at the moment. There might be one more. No, 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 no. Really? Dude. You're serious? He didn't even fucking kick down the ladder. Wow. Got a rolling stone here, so I'm just gonna trigger it because he's gonna die from it. So, yeah. Now I gotta go back up here. It's very annoying when people can't listen and don't follow me. Thankfully, it happens less in Nioh 1 than in Nioh 2. What's it doing? What the fuck is it doing, man? Might as well get this too then. And we're at it. Come on, hit it, man. You're hitting the side. You're not hitting him. Oh my god, dude. No. Hit. There we go. That's first hit. Second hit, please. Come on, man. There we go. Did he jump down again? No, I didn't. I think maybe he accidentally triggered him with a gesture. I've seen a lot of people do that, actually. They try to gesture towards me, they don't understand anything. And that's very fantastic, because we're actually getting somewhere. I'm just gonna end the mission. The power of Yokai Incense is strong in this mission, thankfully. So these are the uses I've found for... There are more, of course, but Yokai Incense is very handy. Plus, mixed with throwing through walls. What's it doing, man? All the enemies are dead. So this mission is possible to do in random encounter without opening any doors with this build. Very handy for people who are very slow or don't want to follow you. So what you do is you attack the first one, which doesn't have any doors. You have to kill all the 3 Onis. And you have to use Yokai Incense on the second one upstairs, behind the doors like I did. And since if the host doesn't open the doors downwards to the hidden wall place, you can just go back down and take the normal route to the very end upstairs, and also use Yokai Incense and throw through walls. Works in any difficulty. I'm pretty sure I was the first to discover that one. That's why this build is my favorite, because it has these weird things you can do. This is... oh, okay. It deals quite a lot of damage for this difficulty. Fairly sure he can handle himself. We got this chest. This is the second chest. Had to be the last chest having anything interesting. I always clear the whole thing. Really? Really, doggy? Wow. Oh my god, dude. What? Just more dogs? What was that? Weird. Oh. And it's over. Might as well just quit the mission because he's done now. Save some time. Save that time, man. This again. Probably the other version. I think there's 3 variants of this mission. This is probably Ginshio version. No, the Demon's Daughter. Both of those still require the host to do stuff. And he's gone the wrong way. Oh, this was way up the Nioh for some reason. And I didn't realize. Too bad. It's alright. Looked like he handled himself, so that's okay. Alright, wave the samurai. So this is gonna be my last. I like ending on this mission. Get the final cutscene in. Very annoying to go for that one first. I like to save him for the last. Going for Hino Enma first. Best route. At least fastest route. But does he have Kodama? He got Kodama. Good. Saves me some time. What is it doing? Stop doing all that. What? Are you fucking kidding me? Wow. Alright, I need to find him again. Please summon me. Jesus. That's horrible. That never happens. Never happens. Shit. Wow. If I can't find him, I need to find someone else. We'll see. He's definitely not summoned yet, so it's a bit early to search. But now, I need to end on that mission. Let's see, alright, good. That was bad. Checking Kodamas. What's it doing? What the fuck has it done? Fixing the mission for him. Power of Yokai Incense. Bad. Horrible. I got the Kodama. Probably got everything then. It's just farming the mission, it seems. Really? got the Kodama, so we got all the 3 Kodamas in the start area. No, 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 what am I doing? Oh, that's bad. Very bad. Good, good stuff. I always aim at getting that one first before they use the shrine. Got the Kodama there. Okay, so you got all Kodamas. This is how you impress people, by doing that method right there. Most people don't understand what just happened. Nobody knows you can throw through walls. And it's of course in, you have to use Yokai Incense or that won't work because they're in the fog, or as it's called, Yokai realm. This is also how you would get best time. Oh, he didn't die? Really? Wow, are you serious? I know what I'm doing is to just please get in the fucking elevator, so, you know, so I can go in the elevator after. But alright then. Gotta send it back down. Danger of standing too close with Storm Kunai is that only one will hit the enemy at certain things, especially thin, because you can throw through things. That's the way they're programmed, unfortunately. Yes, perfect. That one is frame perfect to hit. At first cycle anyways. So this is the fastest possible you can get in this fight. There's nothing faster. Alright. That's that. Thank you for watching. Have a good day, peeps. And just gonna let the cutscene play before I cut it off.
Edward Kelly, you will go to Japan.
It will be as you command, Sir D. All of this country's Amrita are being taken to him. All of your efforts worthless.
They were not worthless.
Yokai Turin Sailorish, Snajira, Sanishka, Foni Isha an Va Agus an Bos, is Feder lat Bosa all Agus Tjakter and Sailor aardige sound om ze. Tossersje goed on mos. Sersje, shinee sanendam. Bega omdom sa aardiske krekik tu anam.
You finally did it.
The war is over. With a ninja to span now.
No. There are still rocks Fumin Lord Ieyasu home. Ninja will serve as long as darkness exists. What about you?
I won't trouble you again. I'll disappear. I have no desire to be killed.
いいのか？
あいつは侍とは違うと思ったけど、やっぱり同じよ。身勝手で無神経で冷たくて。
信長殿はそんなことを言ったか。
はっ。
いずれにせよ、お主のおかげで太平の礎を築くことができた。諸将の調略、あやかしの重複、こたびの戦、表裏よりよくぞ支えてくれた。まさに仁王のごとき働きである。
ありがたきお言葉。安心は死に申した。こたびの戦における異国の者どものあやかしの騒ぎ、そして霊石の存在を知る者ももはやおりませぬ。
頂上じゃ。これより天下はあやかしではなく人のよう。関ヶ原が真実はさねばなるまいの。安心と申す者、生きておれば両を任じようとも志願しておったが、残念にの
失礼つかまつる。
安心が死んだじゃと。半蔵も嘘が下手じゃ。ついとる化け猫も呆れておったわい。
全ては巡り巡る。家康はこの後江戸幕府を築き、250年以上の長きにわたる戦乱なき世を作った。